Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining today's training. In our last session, we focused on cross-selling essentials and identifying coverage gaps during Medicare conversations. Today, we're going to take the next step. We're doing an ancillary deep dive. So we're all going to talk about the specific benefits that help fill those gaps. So our goals today are to help you understand the basics of the most common ancillary products, know when each product naturally fits into a Medicare conversation, see the income opportunity these products create, understand how ancillary coverage improves client retention. So at the end of the day, ancillary products allow us to do two important things: protect your clients better, and also it's going to help grow your business at the same time. So let's start with a simple question. How many of your Medicare clients currently have only their Medicare plan and nothing else? For many clients, this is going to be the case, but Medicare alone often leaves several important areas uncovered. So, ancillary products are going to help fill those gaps. For clients, this means better financial protection, less stress when unexpected health events happen, more complete coverage. And then for you as the agent, ancillary products offer some significant advantages as well. It's going to help increase your income per household, client retention. It's going to get you more referrals and give you a long-term book stability. When clients rely on you for more than one type of protection, they're going to be far more likely to stay connected to you as their advisor. So think of Medicare as the foundation of your client's protection plan because it covers many core healthcare needs, but it also leaves some very important areas exposed. Ancillary products are going to stack on top of the foundation to close those gaps.
Angie, we talk about this ancillary stack, and that's a great visual on the screen. Your Medicare plan, like you said, is the foundation of coverage, but our ancillary products, they build on top of that. If we speak about hospital indemnity plans, this stacks with a Medicare Advantage plan to protect against those hospital copays that can be anywhere from $200 to $300 per day. And if those copays are the first 5 days, let's say 300 a day times 5 days, that's $1,500. That hospital indemnity plan can help take care of that. You mentioned earlier that Medicare Advantage plans don't cover a lot of dental. Individual dental coverage can protect against those really expensive procedures, crowns, if you need dentures, if you need a bridge as you get older, that happens sometimes. These are the things that these ancillary coverages can take. And the great thing about them is most of them are indemnity plans that will pay directly to the beneficiary so that beneficiary can use them for whatever they need.
Let's talk about the income opportunities for a moment. Most agents focus heavily on the Medicare product, which definitely makes sense because it's the foundation. But ancillary products can significantly increase your total revenue per client. Let's look at a simple example. If you enroll a client in a Medicare plan, maybe you earn around $250 commission. But at the same time, you also enroll that client in two ancillary products. The income from that household could increase $450, even $600, or even more, depending on the product mix.
The income opportunity for ancillary plans is very advantageous. Hospital indemnity typically has an average commission anywhere from $70 to $120. Dental, typically anywhere from $50 to $90. Now, some people look at dental and say, it's not worth my time. However, if you look at the screen, $50 to $90, and you get 100 clients that buy a policy and keep that on the books, that gets you around $10,000. That is going to be a fantastic opportunity for you. Cancer and critical illness is anywhere between 120 to 250, and then final expense is anywhere from 200 to 500, depending on the policies that you sell. This is going to be such a unique opportunity for you to grow your income outside of the Medicare book of business, but also gives you the ability to talk to people that are under 65. Hospital indemnities and dental plans can be written on folks as young as 18. It's really, really great to talk to middle-aged clients. So those that are anywhere from late 20s to middle 40s, early 50s, that a hospital stay could potentially have them in a bind. That's what these policies are for.
So now imagine that across your entire book of business. Even adding one ancillary product to half of your clients could increase your revenue thousands of dollars in annual income. So, ancillary just isn't helpful for clients, it's a powerful income multiplier for agents as well. Let's start with the hospital indemnity. This is going to be the most natural ancillary product for Medicare clients. Hospital indemnity plans are designed to pay cash benefits directly to the client if they're hospitalized. And these benefits can help cover things like hospital stays, ICU stays, surgeries, and sometimes some outpatient procedures. But where this product is really going to shine is with your Medicare clients because Medicare Advantage, as you know, could include some hospital copays that can range anywhere from $250 up to $400 per day, and that could last for several days. So that can add up very quickly. But hospital indemnity plans are going to provide that cash benefit that's going to help offset those costs.
When you look at adding hospital indemnity plans to your portfolio, you're going to notice that the more you talk about them, the more often someone is going to agree to them because they do fill those gaps that are left by Medicare and a Medicare Advantage plan. What we see across our agent force is that if you offer hospital indemnity plans every time you discuss Medicare Advantage plans, provided that the scope of appointment has been marked to discuss hospital indemnity plans, that you will see 1 in 3 customers take a hospital indemnity plan. We have agents that actually are making a good bit of we actually have agents that have close to a 90% success rate as they are offering it at every opportunity that they're discussing with their beneficiaries. You'll notice on the screen that as you discuss this with more and more clients, the commission opportunity is going to grow and grow and grow. This is in addition to your Medicare commission. This is in addition to your dental commission. This is in addition to any other commission you have out there. So the opportunity for hospital indemnity plans is great. Angie, how would we want to position this as a transition to hospital indemnity as the agent?
So, a simple way to introduce this during a conversation would be Miss Jones, your Medicare Advantage plan includes a hospital copay. Some of my clients add a hospital indemnity plan so a hospital stay doesn't create unexpected financial stress. So that's going to be a very natural conversation because you're directly addressing the known gap in the plan. Let's look at dental coverage. Dental is one of the most common coverage gaps for Medicare beneficiaries. So, original Medicare does not cover routine dental care, and even Medicare Advantage plans often have limitations. Many plans include basic coverage for cleanings and exams, but those larger procedures often are very limited or they have a cap. So, major dental work can be very expensive. For example, a crown can cost $1,200, root canals around $1,000, dentures $2,500 or even more. Implants can reach even $3,000 to $5,000 each. So, because of this, dental coverage is often a very easy conversation with Medicare clients. So, you might say something like this: Miss Jones, Medicare typically doesn't cover major dental work. So, many of my clients add dental coverage to protect against those larger expenses. And dental plans are also appealing to clients because they're typically very affordable and also they're very easy to understand.
They really are. And A lot of these plans are also, again, an indemnity plan that pay directly to the beneficiary. So they can go and negotiate with their dentist potentially a cash discount, pay cash, and then file the claim and be reimbursed by the dental plan, or some of the dental works do file claims as well. These are also great plans to talk with your Medicare supplement clients about as well, because as we know, Medicare does not cover a lot of dental. Medicare supplements don't as well. So having these conversations with your clients are going to allow you to bring things up that are what they need, and these are very affordable. We have one of the better dental plans out there, National Care Dental. We actually have a video on our YouTube channel. It'll be linked below where they explain their products and how to get contracted with them. I would recommend if you need a dental carrier in which to present to your clients, NCD or National Care Dental. I would definitely recommend them.
Another important ancillary product is going to be a cancer plan or critical illness coverage. So these plans can provide cash benefits when a client is diagnosed with a serious illness. And these benefits help cover treatment-related costs, travel for care, lost income, household expenses. Even with good medical coverage, a serious illness can create some unexpected financial strain. And the average cost of cancer treatment alone can exceed over $100,000. So, cancer plans can help offset those costs by paying benefits directly to your client, giving them flexibility in how they use the money.
One thing that's mentioned a lot of times when we're talking about cancer and critical illness policies is what the financial strain is for families outside of the medical needs, right? So Angie just mentioned the travel expenses or the treatment costs outside of a hospital. A critical illness policy or a cancer policy, once it pays to the beneficiary, they can use that for hospital stays or for transportation, for food. A lot of the cost that is assigned to a cancer treatment, Angie mentioned, is over $100,000. A lot of that outside of the actual medical expenses are just expenses that are normal life, but you've got to get to a place where you can have the cancer treatment, or you have to go to a facility that's a ways away. Maybe you have to take a flight, or maybe you have to take a hotel stay for a couple days while you're there. These types of policies help beneficiaries have the money to be able to do that so they don't have to neglect treatment. These are fantastic policies to talk about. But Angie, how would you set this up in a conversation?
So, a simple way to introduce this product could just be with a simple question: has anyone in your family had to deal with cancer treatments? And if they say yes, this conversation is often going to lead straight into discussing protection options. Now let's talk about final expense. Final expense policies are designed to help cover things like funeral cost, burial expenses, and also outstanding medical bills. And the average funeral today can cost between $8,000 to $12,000. So many clients want to make sure that their families are not burdened with these costs. So final expense policies are often small, but they're affordable life insurance policies that's going to provide peace of mind. So a natural way to bring up that conversation would be, Miss Jones, have you already made arrangements so your family wouldn't have to handle a final expense? Many clients appreciate this discussion because it addresses something that is very often overlooked.
We do have to say here, though, final expense cannot be talked about in the same appointment as a Medicare Advantage plan or the like. It does have to be a separate appointment, but it is a conversation you can bring up for a follow-up. Or if you're on a follow-up, 30, 60, 90-day follow-up, you can bring it up at that time. But compliantly, you cannot talk about final expense at the Medicare Advantage appointment.
Let's talk about retention benefits. One of the most powerful benefits of ancillary products is something many agents overlook, and that's going to be client retention. When a client has only one policy with you, it's going to be easier for them to move to another agent or carrier. But when a client has multiple policies through you, the relationship's going to become much stronger. So think about it this way. If you're helping a client with Medicare coverage, dental insurance, and cancer protection, you're now managing several important aspects of their financial protection. And clients with multiple policies are much more likely to stay with you long term, call you first with questions, and also they're going to be more likely to refer friends and family to you. So, ancillary products can help create what we like to call stickier clients. Another important strategy is thinking beyond just the individual client. Now, let's think about the household. Many times there's opportunities to help other family members as well. For example, a spouse may need dental coverage, or both spouses may benefit from final expense protection, or one client may want cancer protection while the other doesn't. But when you look at the household as a whole, additional opportunities often appear naturally.
That's one of the things we miss a lot of times as agents, the opportunity to dive deeper into the household. Angie mentioned a spouse that may be needing dental coverage, or maybe both spouses need need final expense coverage. The other thing to think about too is when you're discussing these products with them, do they also have other family members either that live in the house with them? A lot of times nowadays, a husband and wife may have an adult child that lives in the house with them as well. Do they have coverage? Do they have grandchildren that need life insurance as well? These are things to think about as you are out and about having these conversations in your community. And as you're sitting at an appointment, is not being focused just on the sale of that one individual. Are there multiple opportunities within the household? And is it something that you can do quickly? And I would encourage you to look into these policies, look into the carriers, look into their websites, and see how easy a lot of these carriers are with their electronic applications. This is going to allow you to write more policies and be more effective. I think it's a great opportunity to really think about that household and how many people are there, and can you help them with multiple policies at once.
So let's wrap up with a few key takeaways today. Ancillary products help fill important gaps that Medicare leaves behind. They provide clients with better protection, more financial security, and also peace of mind. But for you as the agent, it's also going to provide a higher income per household. It's going to create better retention, and also going to build stronger client relationships. So the key is identifying the right opportunities and presenting solutions in a way that's going to feel helpful to your client and very natural. So before we wrap up today, I'd like to ask you a few questions. What ancillary products do you feel most comfortable discussing with clients? Which one do you feel least comfortable with? And what objections do you hear most often? Now, today, this webinar is actually being recorded, so please feel free to reach out to your sales development manager and discuss these questions with them, or ask any other questions that you might have regarding ancillary products. Also, feel free to leave a comment below. We'd always like to hear what you liked about the webinar, or what you wish we would add different. We'll be glad to hear your comments and make changes if need.
I'll second Angie on that. If you would, please drop in the comments any answers to your questions or any questions that you have at all. Let us know what you liked about this session. Let us know what you didn't like about this session. That's how the only way we can get better is by feedback from agents like you that are attending these webinars or watching this later on our YouTube channel. If you are watching this later on our YouTube channel, please drop a comment below. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. That will notify you anytime that we go live, or that anytime we post new content on the channel. It'll keep you up to date. We do put out content quite regularly. So would appreciate you joining us over there.
Also, don't forget to go on our National Contracting Center website and look at all of the training opportunities that we have. You can go to our event calendar link and you can register for all of our webinars directly through that contracting link that's on the calendar. And then we look forward to seeing you on our future webinars.